Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to embark upon the intricate tapestry of critique as we delve into the enigmatic realm of streaming, where Hasanabi, that erudite virtuoso of verbal pyrotechnics, elucidates his nuanced perspectives on the likes of David Goggins and the illustrious Sam Sulek.
This is what I'm talking about. People's obsession with David Goggins is actually borderline mental illness. I'll say it before anybody else does, okay? I don't really understand it. I don't get it. He's just the guy who works out to like a mentally ill degree in a way in which like most professional, like people who are medical professionals would say like, that's not a good way to do this, nor is it smart to do this at all. Especially because like he literally will be like, I'm not working out for muscle mass or cardio. I'm doing it because I want to push my brain. I'm like torturing myself specifically. In my opinion, he's no different than the guy who wants to extend his life, right? The billionaire guy who wants to extend his life. So he talks about how like his dick age is like 18 now or whatever. Like to me, I respect Sam Sulek. Okay. I don't respect Bryan Johnson, and I think David Goggins is weird. Why? Because David Goggins and Bryan Johnson, or whatever the his name is, okay, the billionaire guy, they both do the same thing where they just like live a life not worth living. They like torture themselves non-fucked up. Sam Sulek, on the other hand, is doing something wonderful and brilliant, okay? He is destroying himself, but he's having fun along the way, and he's doing it for us, okay? Sam Sulek is the GOAT. David Goggins and the Bryan Johnson guy, like, they do not live a life worth living. That's my take, at least, on the matter. So for a lot of people who, like, look at his like, painful regimen, I don't really get it. I don't really understand it. I don't know how I don't really understand how people find that to even be, like, remotely positive. Like people watch it and they get inspired. Like I don't know what's inspirational
about when I've mentioned the weird overlap that sometimes occurs between conservatism and fitness content. I don't know what this Goggins guy's politics are, and frankly, I don't really care. No offense, Gogman. His presence on the internet, though, is primarily that of a motivational workout guru. The point of this post is to show clips of him working out looking all buff and runny. However, for a certain audience, this TikTok is made more compelling if they're able to construct an enemy. If we start the clip out with some overzealous, on the verge of crying 19-year-old activists saying that fat phobia is racist, those workout clips might hit just a little bit harder. There's drama there, right? Really? You're really saying that this is racist? How could it be? He's merely getting all pumped up. The question here, though, is this claim that fat phobia is racist, ergo fat phobes are racist, is it a position taken seriously by political actors who are...
My nephew's obsessed with David Goggins and refused any bad information about him. I just don't understand like idolatry. Like I don't get it. Like as a meme, like the whole "stay hard, who's gonna carry the boast?" Like fine, okay. There is like an incredible cult like fandom that he's cultivated, and like, what you mean? Don't you have fans, bro? Not to the same degree. What do you mean? Someone said ask cutie, but like even with Taylor Swift, there's a level of like. Music is very personal. Music can touch people's souls, okay? It's not for me, but I still understand it. This guy's just yelling at you about how hard he's working out. How are people... I'm not Hassan's fan. I hate watch him. Got it. Thank you. I don't understand why people like, fall in love and turn into a cult with a man who just like yells about working out. Like he just works out hard. Okay, sick, man. I got it. Like
in a diatribe seasoned with the essence of perplexity, Hasanabi casts a scrutinizing gaze upon the cult of Goggins, a phenomenon he deems perilously proximal to mental illness. With a penchant for verbosity that rivals the verbosity of my own convoluted expressions, Hasanabi dissects Goggins' ostensibly masochistic workout routines. In his lexicon, The billionaire luminary, Bryan Johnson, becomes an unwitting participant in a lifestyle tantamount to self-flagellation. The diatribe takes a detour towards the glorification of Sam Sulek, the alleged goat, a paragon of virtuous self-destruction undertaken in the spirit of revelry and altruism. In the labyrinth of Hasanabi's contemplations, Goggins and Johnson emerge as protagonists of a tragic narrative, their lives a symphony of self-imposed torment. The query echoes through the discourse like a distant refrain: what compels the masses to find inspiration in the agonizing exploits of Goggins? The answer remains elusive, as Hasanabi muses on the curious intersection of conservatism and fitness, leaving us to ponder the political predilections of our tortured fitness demigod. As Hasanabi questions the allure of David Goggins' self-imposed agony, one cannot help but invoke Nietzsche's infamous proclamation that to live is to suffer, to survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. In the Nietzschean crucible of eternal recurrence, Goggins becomes the Übermensch, the overman, engaging in a perpetual cycle of self-torture, perhaps in a Nietzschean attempt to transcend the banality of ordinary existence. Goggins' audacious pursuit of discomfort echoes Nietzsche's exhortation to become who you are, for, in the crucible of suffering, the true self is forged. Simultaneously, the Stoics emerge as silent mentors in this saga of self-inflicted tribulations. Echoing the Stoic doctrine of endurance, Hasanabi's skepticism mirrors the Stoic emphasis on distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. Goggins' relentless pursuit of physical agony becomes a canvas upon which the Stoic ethos of mastering one's own reactions to external events is vividly painted. Hasanabi's admiration for Sam Sulek, the goat in this philosophical menagerie, aligns with Stoic principles of eudaimonia, the flourishing life. Sulek, engaging in self-destruction with a sense of joy and purpose, resonates with the Stoic belief that true happiness lies not in the absence of pain, but in the mastery of one's reactions to it. Yet, the Nietzschean shadow looms large over Hasanabi's inquiry, for Nietzsche's exhortation to become the master of your own chaos encapsulates the very essence of Goggins' philosophy. Goggins, in Nietzschean fashion, confronts chaos head-on, seeking not only to endure but to dominate the very suffering that defines existence. As the oratory unfolds, Hasanabi grapples with the confounding conundrum of Goggins' online omnipresence as a motivational maven. The cacophony of Goggins' billowing workouts reverberates through the digital domain, a perplexing spectacle that eludes the grasp of our sagacious commentator. The sanctity of Taylor Swift's music fandom becomes a contrasting muse, highlighting the ephemeral nature of Goggins' motivational musings. In a daring leap into the realms of socio-political discourse, Hasanabi confronts the nebulous claims intertwining fat phobia and racism in the wake of Goggins' sweat-soaked sagas. A master of linguistic jujitsu, he grapples with the gravity of these contentions, leaving the audience suspended in the precarious balance between critique and contemplation. Yet, the apex of Hasanabi's bewilderment lies in the seemingly inexplicable idolatry surrounding Goggins, a phenomenon likened to the fervor of Taylor Swift's musical acolytes. The divergence, however, lies in the soul-stirring nature of music juxtaposed against the cacophony of Goggins' workout sermons, leaving Hasanabi perplexed, scratching the surface of fandom's enigma. There emerges a modern-day quest for immortality, a spectacle not bereft of the echoes of antiquity, and within this unfolding saga, the enigmatic figure of Bryan Johnson assumes the role of a contemporary alchemist, concocting a potion of eternal existence in the crucible of technological ambition. Behold, Bryan Johnson, a maestro of silicon and circuitry, a latter-day Pygmalion sculpting not in marble but in the ethereal realms of code and computation. His Odyssey, a digital Iliad, seeks not the glory of Achilles but the immortality of ones and zeros, an audacious pursuit that beckons the shades of ancient philosophers pondering the elixir of life. As the mists of time part, revealing the intricate machinery of Johnson's ambition, one cannot help but conjure the visage of Prometheus, the titan who dared to pilfer the celestial fire. Bryan Johnson, in his relentless pursuit of immortality, unshackles the chains of mortality, casting himself as a modern Prometheus navigating the labyrinth of artificial intelligence, a benevolent deity reshaping the destiny of humankind. Yet, within this Promethean narrative, shadows of Faustian bargains loom large. Johnson, the modern Faust, strikes a pact not with Mephistopheles, but with the binary spirits of algorithms and data. The quest for immortality, a Faustian gambit, challenges the very essence of what it means to be human, invoking the spirits of Goethe's cautionary tale, whispering warnings amidst the humming servers and whirring processors. In this alchemical crucible, Johnson metamorphoses into a digital Hermes, a messenger between the realms of mortality and the Silicon Sanctum. His endeavors, akin to an Olympian striving for apotheosis, transcend the mundane and mundane, transcending the boundaries of human limitations. The ghosts of antiquity, from Aristotle's contemplation of the soul to Plato's allegory of the cave, bear witness to Johnson's quest for transcendence. The oracle at Delphi, though silenced by the ravages of time, seems to murmur cryptic prophecies about the consequences of tampering with the natural order of existence. In this intricate dance of words, Hasanabi, with his inimitable lexicon, unwraps the layers of perplexity surrounding Goggins and his acolytes. As the stream of consciousness meanders through the labyrinth of critique, one cannot help but marvel at the linguistic acrobatics of Hasanabi, a maestro orchestrating a symphony of skepticism in the digital agora.